years in front of thousands of people. I gave a TED Talk about introversion that became one of the most watched TED Talks of all time, with many millions of views. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design, and is the name of an organization that holds conferences where people share big ideas. Inspired by these experiences, I co-founded Quiet Revolution, a mission-based company whose goal is to empower introverts of all ages. I want us quiet types to feel we can be ourselves wherever we are, at school, at work, and in society at large. Quiet Revolution advocates for change and boosts the voices of us introverts. The movement is inclusive. Anyone is allowed to join, no matter how quiet or outgoing they are. I encourage you to get involved on quietrev.com. People often ask me whether I've turned into an extrovert, now that I'm such a comfortable public speaker and media commentator. But I haven't changed in any fundamental way over the years. I still feel shy sometimes, and I love my quiet, reflective self. I've embraced the power of quiet, and you can too. Many of my readers have told me they wish they'd heard about the Quiet Revolution when they were kids, or when they were parents raising their own introverted children. And I've also heard from inspiring young people who wish that there was a version of quiet just for them. That's where this book comes in. What's an introvert anyway? There's a psychological term for people like me. We're called introverts. And there's no single way to define us. We enjoy the company of others, but also like time alone. We can have great social skills and also be private and keep to ourselves. We are observant. We might listen more than we talk. Being an introvert is about having a deep inner life and considering that inner life to be important. If an introvert is someone who looks inward, an extrovert is just the opposite. Extroverts thrive in groups and gain energy from being around others. Even if you aren't an introvert yourself, there are probably a few of us in your family or your circle of friends. Introverts make up 1/3 to half of the population. That's 1 out of every 2 or 3 people you know. Sometimes we're easy to spot. We're the ones curled up on the sofa with a book or an iPad on our lap instead of surrounded by people. At crowded parties, you might find us talking to a handful of friends, definitely not dancing on the table. In class, we sometimes look away when the teacher searches for volunteers. We're paying attention. We just prefer to follow along quietly and to contribute when we're ready. Other times, we introverts are pretty good at hiding our true natures. We might pass undetected in classrooms and school cafeterias, living out loud, when deep down we can't wait to escape the crowd and to have some time to ourselves. Ever since I published my book, I've been amazed by how many seemingly extroverted people, including actors, politicians, entrepreneurs, and athletes, have confessed to me that they are introverts too. Being introverted doesn't necessarily mean being shy. This is an important distinction. Introverts can be shy, of course, but there's such a thing as a shy extrovert, too. Shy behavior can look like introversion. It makes people appear to be quiet and reserved. Like introversion, the feeling of shyness is complicated. It has a lot of layers to it. It can come from a place of nervousness or insecurity about being accepted by others. It can come from a place of fear of doing the wrong thing. In class, a shy student might not raise his hand because he's worried about giving the incorrect answer and feeling embarrassed. The introverted girl sitting next to him might keep her hand down too, but for different reasons. Maybe she doesn't feel the need to contribute, or she might be too busy listening and processing everything to talk. Just like introversion, shyness has its advantages. Studies show that shy kids tend to have loyal friendships and to be conscientious, empathetic, and creative.